tiny Honda 300, and we buy them a lot. We don't really record doing what we do. You know, we'll buy a lot of these and rebuild them and resell them or whatever. You know, like I mean, my blue one started as just a frame, so we do this a lot. But anyway, this one we picked up yesterday, and I figured we should probably record doing some of what we do without riding them. I had no idea if it ran anything. I didn't know. I didn't expect it to, but we got there and it's locked, so no big deal. We're gonna tear it apart. First thing I'm gonna do is clean it up. I assume they ran out of oil because you can see on the side there's no dipstick. They just stuffed a napkin in there. So I assume they ran it low on oil and locked up the top end, but we're gonna see. Either way, first thing I'm gonna do is tear it all apart, clean it up, and should be running by the end of the day. We'll see. All right, got it cleaned up, got her in the garage. Gonna start with well, the first thing I'm gonna do is steal the exhaust off this, because the first gen exhaust actually flows a little better than the second and third gen. And I have a first gen cam in my 88 because, or in my 93, I have an 88 model cam because they're the same cam that comes in the Honda Big Red. And a lot of people use that cam, you know, to get a little more power out of their 300. So, and the exhaust goes with it and flows the way it should for it. So I'm gonna put that on my blue one, put the blue exhaust on this one when I'm done with it. Other than that, we're gonna tear it down, figure out what's got us locked up here. It's pretty weird. I've never torn one down and it actually stopped. You can see the little mark there and there. Whenever it locked at top dead center. It's pretty cool. First time for that one. So these old starter covers on the first gen 300s don't actually have a set screw where you can pull that plug out. You can get it out, that little Phillips screw will you can work it out, but it's not really worth my effort. So not gonna do that. Just took the whole thing off, and I think I found why we're locked. You can see it's got that old rusty crap in there. I'm sure we're full of water, but this engine's probably savable. A lot of the time we don't go through and just completely make everything new unless it's a bike, like a motocross bike that I'm keeping. Like our daughter's little bike. I'm gonna go completely through that thing and restore it, but. Alright, so we're locked until we're not. It'll turn a good bit and then lock it again. So I don't know what it's hitting. Guess we'll have to tear it down. It's not gonna be quick and easy as I would like it to be, but it's fixable. I don't know if this is a stuck valve or what it might be yet. Alright, so my wife and I were talking. We got the engine to rock back and forth, so it's not completely locked up. There's just one thing holding it. She's thinking maybe the rings jumped off and it's stopping it. I think we probably got a stuck valve, so we'll break the head loose and see what we got. Had a custom broken valve there. I think the cylinder head is toasted. Luckily, I have a whole nother one down in the woods on another engine, so we'll be fine. Not so bad at all. Maybe the cylinder isn't toasted in there too. Doesn't look like it. Pull all of this out. I don't even think it hurt the piston. It looks like it just dropped. Oh no, it gouged the piston pretty good. Can you see down in there? People say these things are indestructible. This was a stock two-wheel drive Honda 300. This just proves my point. They ain't that dang tough. Alright, so it took me a little while, but in one day we rounded up a cylinder head, a good cylinder, and a good piston, and put new OEM rings on there. So I didn't really think to record putting all that on. I don't think anybody really cares. Anyway, new head, piston and cylinder, because the other one, where is the old one? Yeah, the old piston is toast. You can see straight through it. So, here's the exhaust valve, part of it. We get the cylinder head torqued down. I go a little beyond what Honda says. Honda calls for 29 on these. I go 45 because they're studs. You can't really hurt them. So, all right, all 4 of them are checked. I've been tracing down. This thing would not spark to save my life. Finally, I changed the CDI and that got it. I bypassed the neutral wire, making it think it's in neutral all the time. Still nothing. Finally realized it probably needed a CDI. Well, my wife did. So, all right, here goes the first time trying to start it up. I do need gas in it. I left the gas off. We'll give that a minute. Nothing yet. I don't know if we got any gas going to it though, because it's not pulling. I had to go back through the carburetor for the second time because I forgot to check the needle on the seat and it was just stuck up and pouring fuel into it. So I'll give it one more shot now with a completely clean carb. Doesn't want to run. Just trying. Take it off the choke. I'm gonna have to keep working with it. I kind of forgot I put a bunch of 2-stroke oil in there because I do it every single time I do a top end on a 4-wheeler or dirt bike. I put a lot of thick 2-stroke oil on there just to lube it up because you don't want a dry cylinder and piston rings. And someone else before I got it had put a bunch of oil in it too, so it was all down in the intake. I just got it to burn it off, and now might idle it up a little. All right, now we need to clean it up and make it look presentable, and then it'll be ready to sell. So the stock tires wouldn't hold. I couldn't get them to hold air to save my life. And really, anybody that's buying an old 300, they don't want some stock one, most of them. I'm not really using these. You got a good look at these on the blue one whenever they were upside down in the creek one time. I'm not really using them, so it'll make it look a little better and help it sell. So after that, we'll be done with it. I do not have a trunk lid. I realized that today. So I guess I'll just go without it because I'm not going to sell it for a lot anyway. That hub is loose. It's a good thing I am pulling it off. They're so small. And the hub's loose on this side too. So I'll do it again. Alright, I'm going to pull it around and clean it up a little bit, and this thing is done. so that's it. Like I said, I'm not gonna find a trunk lid for it. I think it looks good enough as is. And like I said at the beginning of this, my wife and I do this all the time as a hobby. We buy one of these nearly one a week and rebuild it and resell it or whatever we need to do to it. You know, sometimes it's really small stuff, but I don't know, I hope people enjoy this. I've watched a lot of the videos where people rebuild them, and I thought, you know, we'll do a couple of them too. Why not? So yeah, this is it. If y'all like it, please tell me. I'll keep doing it because we do this all the time. Thanks for watching.